Hey guys, welcome back.
Hi, today we wanted to talk about the Virgin Voyages restaurants and where we think they rank compared to each other so that you can decide if there's any you want to miss or if you need to book them all.
Absolutely, yes, it was amazing. All the food on board was amazing. It's really hard to rank them, but I think we have. It was so different. I felt a bit mean on like the lower ones because all the food was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go.
So we've done this in kind of no particular order, and we have done separate videos on like the food that shows the restaurants and stuff, so I'll try and link those if I can.
Absolutely.
But we're going to start with the wake.
Okay, so this was our first restaurant on board. It was amazing. The restaurant itself was stunning. It's so fancy. It had a piano. It was right at the back of the ship, obviously a wake. It was lovely.
Yeah. It was, I think, the fanciest restaurant we went to, and we tried them all.
Yeah.
So we had bone marrow to start. John had steak and I had salmon, I think.
Okay.
And then we had different desserts, but the standout dessert was the baked Alaska.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, the food was amazing. The only thing I would say about the food, my steak was lovely, but a bit small. I'm a mechanic. I could do them a bit bigger. But the restaurant itself, the food was amazing. If I had to say anything, I would say the steak could do a bit bigger.
Yeah. Our friends Bob and Kelly were there as well.
Yeah.
And Bob had this like salt crusted fish thing, and they came out and they like cut it out of its little shell at the table. That was quite
impressive.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the dessert, we had a baked Alaska. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Really tasty.
I would say the atmosphere here was like a super date night kind of restaurant, a really fancy dinner. And if you're lucky enough to be sat at one of the tables, you can, like by the window, you can see the wake as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you're Scarlet Night, that's sometimes go red and on the wake. So yeah, really nice. Like Emma said, it is fancy. A great date night restaurant.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll definitely go back. The food was amazing. Yeah, it's great. I had an old-fashioned cocktail as well. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So
another thing, actually, just quickly before we move on, the cocktails, they will make you any kind of cocktail you want, but on the menu, they were all. I always class them as like grown-up alcoholic cocktails, whereas I'm still in my teenage fruity cocktail years.
Yep.
There weren't any of those, so I don't.
But they probably would make it for
Yeah.
you if you asked.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rating.
We're kind of ranking it out of. We've included the galley on here, so there's 7 restaurants that we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
So we're kind of placing them. So for me,
Out of 7 then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for me, this place is 4. It was lovely. Definitely would do again, but it was more towards the middle.
Okay, so this is what I was saying earlier. I feel a bit mean because I've put this as 2, and there was nothing wrong with it. It shouldn't be a 2, but I had to have a 2. It just wasn't as good as other restaurants, in my opinion.
Okay. So moving on quickly to Pink Agave.
Okay, yeah, Pink Agave was amazing. I was surprised about this one. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But it's very intimate, very dark. Yeah, it was a lot smaller, but the food was, again, amazing.
Yeah, so this is a Mexican-style restaurant. This has got one of the cooler entranceways.
It has.
So it's got like these big light, if I can insert a picture well, but the big light bulbs, you'll have seen, if you're looking at Virgin, you'll have seen people taking pictures outside of there.
100%, yeah.
It's quite dark inside, but not like in a bad way.
No.
Kind of like John said, in an
in an atmosphere way.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Because I was surprised how small it was. But like I said, yeah, you all got a table, so it didn't really make any difference. The food was amazing. We didn't really have Mexican food often.
We have like bad Mexican.
Yeah.
So we have like the chains, but we don't
Yeah.
have many, especially where we live, any like Mexican.
Absolutely not.
restaurants.
No. So it was a new sort of menu choices for us, really. And the food was amazing. I had steak this night as well, and I think the steak at Pinkagar was so much better than the Wake,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I did enjoy it. It was bigger, and perhaps I'm just a glutz. But yeah, the steak was so nice. It was gorgeous.
The way the menu is laid out, they have small plates, medium plates, and then your entrees.
Yeah.
So when we were there, I don't know if they do this for everybody or if we were just special, but you definitely could ask them. And they just brought out one of each of the small plates, so we could share. One of each of the medium plates.
I think so. Yeah.
And they brought some of the medium plates out as sides for the entree because the entrees don't come with sides.
Yeah.
So that was a really great way to try everything.
Absolutely, and like Emma said, you had it all, and you could just sort of share what your favourite is. I think one of the standout, obviously steak was a standout. The chocolate taco was amazing as well. Yeah.
And then I would say like from the small plate, the guacamole.
Oh my God, yes.
I love anything with a dip. So.
Yeah, it was really, really, really good. Really enjoyed this restaurant.
It was yummy. So this was my number 6.
I can't remember what I
out
put.
of 7.
Okay, so we near enough the same. So this was my number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I didn't know what to expect until we went, but yeah, definitely be back because the food was amazing.
Yeah. So the next one is Gunbae.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. So it's a Korean style restaurant. You're sat around. If you've been to Tepanedo in Disney, it's kind of like that. You're sat around in these booths around a hot plate, and the chef comes out and he cooks everything, and he kind of is like a games master as well.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
And if anyone knows anything about me, I love Korean type of street food. This is up there for me. This is the one that I was really looking forward to. Like Emma said, it is fun, you play games, you get to meet new people, it's very interactive. Couldn't say a number, so you go around the table and you
Yeah, they had different games, and then it was like shots if you...
Yeah, so it's very fun, you get to chat with new people, and the food, like I said, it's my type of food, noodles. I think we had Korean fried chicken, really, really, really nice. I couldn't fault it. I really enjoyed it. Again, I feel like it could be more. The only negative I would say about this restaurant, because he cooks everything for everyone on the table and you pass it around and he takes it. So I almost was being too polite. We didn't want to take as much because you wanted to share it with the other people at the table. So for me, it could have been slightly more. But the taste and the food quality was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the food, a lot of the options, especially the starters, were spicy, and I can't do spice at all. My favourite parts of it, I guess, will start. It was great. I liked meeting. We were with our friends, so there was 4 of us already, so we got paired with another couple.
Yeah.
Loved meeting them. They were great people.
Yeah. I
enjoyed the game aspect of it, and I think the least favourite part of it for me was the food. Okay. And I like Korean food. It wasn't for me, I don't think. So.
That's a shame because the rice we had was gorgeous.
Oh, the rice was really good.
I can't remember what it was called, but that was so nice. Like I said, the only negative that I have about this restaurant for me is the fact that you were sharing the food and you pass it around, and I didn't want to take too much because you were sharing with other people on the table. Perhaps that was on me, perhaps we could have asked for more, but yeah, that's the only negative. Everything else was lovely. I enjoyed the food, I enjoyed the games, I enjoyed meeting new people, I enjoyed all of it apart from taking it off a pet plate you sharing.
Yeah, like a shared plate.
Yeah.
But I gave it my number 1 spot, which was my least favourite.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means I've done it, I've experienced it, and because I didn't
do it again, would you?
I would do it if you really wanted to.
Okay.
But I wouldn't choose to do it.
Okay, so I'm completely opposite to that. This is my second favourite. So this is my number 6. I really enjoyed it. I love that type of food. I just wish there was more of it.
Yeah.
But again, that could just be because I'm a glutz.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next interesting one.
Yep.
It's Test Kitchen.
Okay, yeah, that was awesome. Really fun, really fun. I enjoyed this way more than I thought I was going to. If you do this like in London, you'd pay hundreds of pounds for this experience.
Yeah, you
So
would.
what a great way to experience on a cruise ship.
Yeah, so basically the concept is that they've taken food that you know and then they've reinvented it kind
Yeah.
of into different dishes. So one of the dishes we had was a beetroot dish, and it was like beetroot 3 ways, and we had this weird beetroot foam.
Yeah.
And it was, everything's just very
was
interesting
fun.
and different.
We had salmon. The salmon was gorgeous. They're so tasty. We had corn paste. Now
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like
that was
sweet
good.
corn at all, but I really liked the corn paste. That was really nice. So yeah, you know, I hate sweet corn, but they do stuff to the food that
It's just so
you
you
might
can
change your opinion on it.
Yeah, it's so you can experience it in a way that you haven't before.
Yeah.
You get like 6 or 7 mini courses.
Yeah.
So it is a lot, and they also offer beer and cocktail pairings.
They do. We've done that.
We
That
did
was
the
really
cocktail
good.
pairing. John loved it.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. I'm glad I tried it, but they're not sweet cocktails at
No.
all. Not a single one of those cocktails.
They go with the food amazingly though.
Yeah.
And they try to say, you know, because I went there, I hate beetroot, I hate sweet corn, and they do bring you stuff out if you really don't like it, but they want you to try the food in a different way. They want you to say, this is the menu, try it, because you might change your opinion on it. And I guess they get frustrated because they want you to try this food that they've done amazing stuff to, but they will bring you something else out if you 100% I'm not having that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just try it, because I certainly changed my opinion on corn. You know, I hate sweet corn, I wouldn't have it here, but that was one of my favourite dishes on board.
Yeah, I think they have 2 different menu options. They don't tell you what the food is, they just say like egg, and then
Yeah.
your dish is something around an egg.
Yeah.
So we've tried one of them. I would like to try the other menu,
Definitely, 100%.
but I put it down as my number 2, so my second.
Okay.
Because I just think it was a lot of fun. I don't think you would do this every time you went on a cruise.
Not at all, because I think there's only 2 menus.
Yeah.
Am I right? Saying
Well,
only
I
2
think,
different type of menus?
and obviously menus can change going forward, but I
Yeah.
just think you spent a lot of time trying these foods, which were interesting
Yeah.
and great.
It was fun.
It was fun. I just don't know if you would do that every trip. So.
No, I mean, I definitely want to do the other menu we didn't do, and try that, because we didn't do the egg one. We done the mushroom one, I think it was called, or whatever the one we done. We want to do the other one. The only thing I else would say about it is, like I say, if you do this in London, you'd spend hundreds of pounds on it. It's a great experience to try different food like that, but you are left hungry. They are small, and I think it's a type of one that you would go for pizza afterwards as well.
Yeah, I think this is another one as well where if you're not in a group, you get put with other people.
Yeah.
So bear that in mind. I gave it a 2 out of 7 because I've tried it. I think if you haven't tried it, I think you should try it.
Okay.
But I don't know if it was the same menu if I would be bothered.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think if it was the same menu, I'd probably give it a miss. If it's a different menu, absolutely, you'll do it again. I gave it a 4 out of 7, only because what a great experience. Like I said, if you've done it in a city, you know, London, Manchester, whatever, you would spend a lot of money to have that quality of food served to you. So definitely do it. If you've got an opportunity, do it, because why not?
Moving on to Razzle Dazzle.
Okay, so Razzle Dazzle, we went here for brunch. It was okay. It was okay. This is my least favourite, I think.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen online before we went, and maybe I just missed it or it wasn't on the menu when we went, but I thought they were doing like a rainbow cheese toasty thing.
Yep.
I swear they must have done when it was beginning, because I remember seeing like the rainbow cheese pull and I was really excited for it. But then the menu, it was breakfast brunchy food.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Okay. Yes. I mean, the bacon was
Oh, the
gorgeous.
bacon was good.
But I had a burger. I think I had a burger.
Yeah.
It was just a burger. A really nice burger, but just a burger. The best thing about Razzle Dazzles, in my opinion, is you can get a old-fashioned cocktail there. Without question, the best old-fashioned I had on board, and probably everywhere. It was so nice. I will definitely go there again just for the old-fashioned. I did go there just for the old-fashioned for every cruise. Yeah, the food was nice. It was just a burger and chips, but
Yeah.
a nice burger and chips.
I wonder if we'd made different menu choices if we would have enjoyed the experience more.
Yeah.
The restaurant itself is very, very bright. Lots of patterns, lots of colours going
Yeah.
on. It's got some really nice portholes
Yes.
to see out
yeah.
into the ocean. It's a great brunch spot.
It is, yeah, and I think it's the same menu, brunch and dinner and tea and that. So I feel like it was good to do it, but it was just a burger. It was comfort food, and sometimes you want that. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you want that, the rating's going to be higher. Just overall, because you have such amazing food on board, I think just having a burger was just a burger. You know.
So I gave it 3 out of my 7.
Okay, so this is my least favourite. That's my number 1. Sorry, as I said, I do feel bad because it doesn't deserve to be number 1. The food, it was amazing. I really enjoyed it, but I had to give one number 1.
Yeah. Okay, so the last actual restaurant is Extra Virgin.
Yes, so this without question was amazing.
Yeah.
The food was stunning. I had a pasta dish with clams. It was so tasty. My dessert was amazing. It was the coffee.
I feel like it's called the affogato, but I don't know if I've just pulled that word out of my brain from somewhere.
I think it was something like that. It was so nice. It was coffee and ice cream. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think we all enjoyed. You had a charcuterie, I think.
Yeah, they brought a charcuterie out for like the table.
Yeah.
So you this is another one where the menu is laid out a little weird. So you pick out a starter, and then I think they have like a medium plate.
Yeah.
And then you pick out a pasta dish, and then you have your main, and then a dessert.
Absolutely. A lot of food. Go hungry. Don't make the mistake that I did. I had a big salad from a galley about 2 hours before we went there. So, you know, I won't be making that mistake again because you have a lot of food and go hungry.
Yeah, this was my favourite. I like pasta anyway.
Yeah.
They had ravioli, which is one of my favourite foods in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really good. I don't like coffee, so I didn't have the
No.
ice cream coffee thing.
What did you do that?
Little tiny donut balls.
Oh, that's right,
They were
yeah.
very good.
They look good, yeah.
They were a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I think the restaurant could look more interesting if I
Okay.
had to pick. Like, some of the restaurants are so pretty.
Yeah.
This one is nice, but
Yeah.
I think they could have like Italianed it up. But,
Okay,
But
yeah.
I mean, that's just being picky because this was my absolute favourite, and I gave it 7.
I also gave it a 7. This was my favourite. I think the food was stunning. Pasta was amazing. Who doesn't like pasta? You know, and my dessert was amazing.
Yeah.
The food was amazing. Really enjoyed it.
Was it amazing?
It was amazing. Really tasty. But no, it deserves to be 7 without a doubt. Yeah, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing, or the last place to eat is the galley.
Yeah.
It isn't the last place to eat. They've got a pizzeria, and they've also got like poke bowls.
They do.
And things like that. But
Yeah.
the last like
We didn't do
restaurant.
that. We ran out of time for the poke bowl.
Yeah.
Next time, yeah.
Is the galley, and so this is like we did a whole video, so I'll link that, but this is like a collection of stalls, I guess.
Yeah, booths, I guess.
You go up and so they've got like tacos, they've got
Yeah.
noodles, they've got a diner,
Salad place.
salad bar,
Like in the mornings,
an all day breakfast place.
yeah, and in the mornings they got like a bagel place, cream cheese and salmon. That was really nice.
Oh, and they do sushi bento boxes.
They
as
do,
well.
yeah.
So this, I reckon you could do an entire week on that cruise, eat at the galley all week, and still not have the same thing twice.
100% you can.
Yeah.
I think they also do like speciality nights, like sometimes they do Korean food.
Yeah.
And different sort of themed food.
Yeah.
Would be really good. We didn't do it, but I've heard that might be really good.
Yeah, I know I saw somebody and they did a curry night, an
Okay.
Indian night.
That'd be good. Yeah,
I
awesome.
bet that was so good. And they were
Absolutely.
saying it was the best Indian they've had.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, the galley is great. I love the galley, so I gave it 5, my 5 spot.
Absolutely. Okay, so I gave it a 3, and again I felt mean because it's a 3, but that's it's nothing bad. It just I have to give something a 3, and you're gonna find something you like there.
Yeah.
a lot of food. You're not going to go hungry on board at all. The restaurants and the galley, there's plenty of stuff that you can pick and enjoy.
Yeah, so let us know down in the comments below your favourite Virgin Voyages restaurant if
Yep.
you've already been, or which one are you most excited for if you're going on a Virgin
Absolutely,
cruise.
yes, no, yeah.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video and we hope it was helpful. If you did, please don't forget to hit the subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification, and we'll see you in the next one.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.